Governments around the world are understanding the importance of people's happiness and that it must be factored in while developing public policies. The sixth edition of the World Happiness Report measures over 150 countries on their level of happiness using 6 key indicators: income, social support, health, freedom to make life choices, generosity, and trust in the government. Some of the happiest countries in the world are Finland, Norway, Denmark, Iceland, and Switzerland. On the other hand, the least happy countries according to the report are Yemen, Tanzania, South Sudan, the South African Republic, and Burundi. India is ranked at number 133 this year with a happiness index of 4.19. India's ranking has been continuously dropping since the inception of the report. Let's look at some of the factors where India is going wrong. Unequal distribution of wealth and increasing social inequity are the key reasons for unhappiness due to income factors. Indian government spends only 0.06% of its total wealth on mental care. There are only 3,000 psychiatrists for a population of 125 crores, and these are concentrated only in the metros.
India spends just 1.3% of its GDP on healthcare. To put things in perspective, USA spends 18% and the global average is 10%. There is very little or no freedom for minorities in making their life choices in India, and there is failure of government in providing them a free, comfortable and safe life. India is ranked 81st among 140 countries according to the World Giving Index this year. And there has been a gradual decline in the number of philanthropists in India. According to the Corruption Perception Index, India stands to be on the 81st most corrupt country in the world. The index also labelled India as one of the worst offenders in the Asia-Pacific region due to the various scams and limited press. When you think of the happiest places in the world, you might imagine white sand beaches and swaying palm trees. But it turns out that the happiest place is a bit different. Welcome to Scandinavia. These are a small group of 5 countries with an aggregate population of 27.1 million. No tropical beaches here, just rain for almost 50% of the year. The happiness index consistently ranks Scandinavian countries among the top 10 in the world. So that brings us to the question, what do these countries have that others don't? Let's take Denmark for example. It provides free healthcare, free education, 12 months paid maternity leave for parents to share, and 5 weeks of paid vacation every year. According to the Happiness Institute, Denmark is a welfare state. It is focusing on reducing extreme unhappiness by investing in public goods that create quality of life for all. But this comes at a steep cost. Danes pay about 60% of their income as tax, which is the highest in the world. Interestingly, 8 out of 10 Danes say they are happy to pay high taxes to some degree. This is because they're aware of the benefits they receive in terms of quality of life. As a result, Denmark has one of the highest income equality and lowest poverty rates in the world. To sum up, in Scandinavia, social mobility is high because obstacles are very low. The government provides all the basics for a good, healthy and productive life. We are the Progressive Party, and we plan to solve this problem of happiness.
Moving India up the happiness index is a goal that needs to be pursued with single-minded determination and by working on all 6 aspects of the happiness index. Low GDP per capita. Despite various subsidies, the poor continue to suffer while the corrupt middlemen siphon away funds. Bringing an end to these leakages will be our foremost priority, and we intend to do it through the Aadhaar-based direct benefit transfer scheme. Only 3% of India's population are taxpayers. We intend to expand the tax net through rewarding tax compliance with tax rebate, catching tax evaders, and digitizing the process of filing tax returns. We will invest $350 billion in infrastructure over the next 5 years. This will improve ease of doing business, thereby generating growth, attracting investment, and reducing unemployment. Uncertain events such as accidents, disease, and death often push people into debt. To solve this problem, we intend to ensure universal financial inclusion by expanding the cover of old age pension, life and health insurance cover for everyone at a low premium. Health. We will increase the percentage of GDP spent on healthcare from 1.3 to 2.5 over the next 5 years. The increased budget will be used to build additional hospitals, improve the capacity of existing ones, train doctors and nurses, and improve sanitation conditions. Poor health is often the result of wrong food choices. We plan national-level print and radio campaigns led by celebrities aimed at informing parents about the balanced nutrition a growing child needs. This will help promote healthier food choices. The Ayush Ministry would undertake a multi-pronged approach involving training and certifying traditional healers, giving research grants, registration of traditional medicine, and promoting international collaboration. By popularizing yoga across schools and offices through funding and rewards, we will tackle the problem of stress and depression, which is rapidly increasing. Social freedom. Despite the multitude of laws, the atrocities against backward castes and religious minorities continue unabated. We will set up district-level committees to monitor police action on complaints regarding discrimination against minorities and provide periodic suggestions on how to strengthen enforcement of law. We will involve women volunteers called Sahelis at Gram Sabha level who will be the single point of contact for women to share all their problems and seek advice from. A number of colonial-era laws that were meant to suppress the freedom fighters continue to adorn our law books today. We would immediately tone down on hate speech laws as these are often used to prevent people from putting their views forward. Trust in the government. Digitization is a potent weapon in the fight against corruption. It helps ensure transparency of government services, and we would carry forward the Digital India mission by digitizing all government services in a phased manner. We will seek an end to the logjam on Jan Lokpal by building an all-party consensus so that it is implemented in its true spirit. A large number of government processes place too much power in the hands of government officials. This opens up new avenues for corruption. A committee would be set up to comprehensively evaluate all such processes and suggest alternatives that must be established in their place. Generosity. Awards and recognitions are an important mechanism for highlighting attributes valued by the government. We would institute the Danveer Karan Award that rewards the 3 best philanthropists from all across the country.
Good habits inculcated during childhood often remain with us forever. To inculcate the habit of generosity among students, we would introduce appropriate lessons in the course curriculum and ask schools to initiate practical exercises such as donation drives. Launching a movement aimed at furthering generosity would work best when launched at organizational level. We would request schools' offices to reward those students and employees at the organizational level who most prominently display the value of generosity.
And to suggest, monitor and review these policies, we will set up a Ministry of Happiness with the agenda to bring up India's happiness graph.
Now let's look at the timeline required to achieve these changes. By the end of the first year, we plan to have established the Ministry of Happiness, tackled all generosity-related initiatives, reformed the Lokpal Bill, have women volunteers at district level, extend the old age pension, and promote yoga along with other health initiatives. By the end of second year, we want to reduce the leakages in subsidies through Aadhaar-based direct process scheme. By the third year, we will have department-wise digitization of government sector, promotion of traditional medicine, expansion of the tax net, health awareness campaigns, and toning down of hate speech laws. In the fifth year and beyond, we'll have a gradual increase in the health budget and large-scale investment in infrastructure.
In order to make India a happier country, it's important that every single stakeholder contributes to the cause. The government alone cannot materialize this dream, and it would require support from all stakeholders in different ways. The government, to execute and monitor policies. The citizens, to provide services, pay taxes and practice charity. Businesses and private sector, to diligently fulfill their corporate social responsibility. The non-profit sector, to create social impact and assist in the implementation of policies. Research and educational institutions, to provide scholarships and support programs for those in need and provide basic education for all. Media, to spread positive awareness about the campaigns and social causes. The youth and the future generation, to dream big and work towards a brighter future for this country.
Vote for the Progressive Party.